all this shit. All right. Fifth anniversary. Fifth anniversary Dragon Ball Fighters. What are you grateful for? What you wish changed? Um, and are you looking forward to the LCQ?
Man, we having a Thanksgiving confession right now. All right.
Yes. All right.
All right. All right. So, okay. First things first. This game has personally changed my life. I know it's changed a lot of people's lives. It helped me meet a lot of you guys, some of which I hate, some of which I like. Um, so it's pretty amazing, right? Pretty lit. I got to travel. I got to go to France at the age of 18. That was pretty lit. I was chilling. It's all good, I got to get a local. Got to literally go out by myself to wherever the fuck I wanted to go. I was in Chicago. I was in Florida. I was like everywhere. So, and it's all thanks to this game. Like, I can't help but be grateful for it. Now, what they've done to the game, unacceptable. I cannot accept this. This is disgusting, gross. Can't believe it. Because what they've done is they changed what I love. They do it in the trash.
What
Shout
was
outs
it?
to
What
UI
was it that you
Goku.
loved though?
UI Goku. They did him dirty. They did him dirty, bro. Why they do it to him, bum? Why did, bro, bum? They said they gave him Beam and Super Dash. They did not give it to him, bum. They didn't. They give it to him. Tired. Took my only character away, and then they sent me into Evo without 21's level 3 Oki. How? What was I gonna do, bum? But it's fine. It's all behind us now. Great.
So,
What was the other questions?
yo, you that tight? I hear you. Okay. Okay. So, question. LCQ. Supposedly you're not going. What's the reason of you not going? Considering that you have a very high percentage of actually making it. Why not go?
So, first thing is that I, when the point system and things came out, I was already like, this is ugly, this is gross. I don't like the format, right? So, I told myself if I didn't qualify for the World Tour finals through the points, which is like online, offline, you already know how it goes. I think it's gross. But I told myself if I hit 300 subs, I told my community this too, Twitch community. I told myself 300 subs, I'll go to LCQ because I didn't qualify. And then if we don't hit the 300 subs, I won't go. No matter what, I will not go. Because
And,
I'm a man of my word. I'm just like I'm not gonna lie to you guys and just go anyways, even if that's like what you guys want.
and 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 I so I don't think a lot of people know because probably they're just not paying attention. The 300 subs is more so to help you to get to LCQ because you no longer have an organization backing you up.
Big one. Didn't see it coming, but it's now I need it even more than before
Hmm.
because now I like actually need the money to go now instead of just be like, hey guys, I need this flight, hotel room by today. Thank you.
You
I
see
can't do
how
that no
look?
more.
As soon as I said that, 3 people already said, "What happened to Rise?" A lot of people don't know that he's not with Rise anymore, so he doesn't have that funding to help him to travel. So that's the reason of him doing the 300 sub goal, you know, in order for him to be able to travel out there and be comfortable. Is Inzum still Rise?
Yeah, and it still rise.
Okay, yeah, but not Nitro guys. So this will
It's
actually
not big
help.
enough for the two of us.
So if you was to reach that goal, when is the due date to reach that
I
300?
told them the due date would be mid-February, like around like 13th to 15th, because like that's when the Twitch payout is. So if I were to get it by then, that'd be the best outcome.
Okay, okay. And how many subs have you reached since then, if you don't mind me asking?
There was a time where I was at a nice 100 subs, went down to like 75, 78. So
Okay.
it is looking pretty grim, boys. I'm not going
It's
to
looking
lie.
pretty grim. And the thing is, a lot of people do want to see you there. Besides the birthday bash, that's the biggest DBFZ tournament. You know,
Yeah, I'm definitely not missing that. That would be pretty
you
dumb of
better
me.
not. What the fuck?
I don't know if I'm oversleep. Be like, sorry, Buff.
Oh, okay. So
Make
you want to miss out on
it.
10,000? No doubt.
Yo, bro. Just send me a lick.
So for those that don't know, I already asked Nitro this, and I'm kind of waiting a response from the other person. But so I asked Nitro. I said, if Wawa was to come, will he do a first to 10? And he absolutely agreed. He said 100%. So, you know, in all honesty, I spoke to Wawa, and Wawa said he wants to come. But his situation, right now, he's not too sure. He said it's not looking too great for him right now. So I asked him, I said, what was it? What's the problem? Is it a money issue? Because I was ready to do a donation drive for him, but he has not responded to me. So I'm hoping that he gets back to me and let me know what's the issue. I said this before, and I'll say this again. I don't know if this is the last year of Dragon Ball FighterZ. You know, considering all these new generation next generation games are coming out, such as Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, eventually Project L, and any other games that come about. Look at Grand Blue, Fantasy Versus. That's already looking like it's going to be a new iteration, right? Even though Grand Blue has been out for quite some time now, but it seems like they're doing a lot for this version of the game. So you can pretty much say, like, hey, this is kind of like a next generation game. So my thing is that I want to go all out for Dragon Ball for this year, for 2023. We don't know what's the outcome of the game. Bandai has been so quiet as far as updates, as far as the direction of the game. We don't know anything. We don't know if they're actually just done patching the game. We don't know if they're going to do a crazy update such as Grand Blue Rising. We don't know anything. So, you know, something like this is very important to me because this is the game that has helped us to grow to become HOC and what it is today. I would have never met Nitro. I would have never met a whole bunch of these people. And I'm actually really grateful to be in the position that I'm in today, to be able to meet the people that I met. Me personally, the things that I would like for Bandai to change, in all honesty, is to kill that radio silence. I wish they communicated with us more. Let us know, hey, so we've been testing out this rollback. You know, we having a few difficult issues, but it's looking good. We've been testing it out, and it seems okay. Hey, you know, we thinking about a patch. We're not too sure. Like a whole bunch of things. I think that's number one that I would love for them to change. Number two, I would love crossplay. I think crossplay will be a beautiful thing between Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. Obviously, Switch is just not. Switch is like, as far as tech-wise, it's just not up there. So, you know, they can obviously just leave that one out. But definitely,
Switch phobic? Are you Switch phobic?
yeah, I'm Switch phobic.
Oh my god, bro, I can't believe it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I would like for Xbox X Series, PlayStation 5, and PC to have crossplay, and I think a patch with possibly an actual season 4 with Dragon Ball superhero characters should be a thing. And I say this because the movie did really good, right? And it proved that they don't need Goku and Vegeta in order to sell characters. They can legit come out with Beast Gohan, Gamma 1 and 2, Orange Piccolo, and maybe one character that they just decide to want to include. I think that would be so godlike if they was able to do that. Gamma 2 was actually kind of ridiculous, which is, spoiler alert, put in a lot of work, and there was a monumental moment with that character in general that happened, you know? I would love for Topo to be in the game. I would love that, but it's all depending. My thing is, I feel like they're more than capable of being able to do it. They sold over 8 million copies. This is a game that I truly love and hate at the same time. And another thing that I wish that they wouldn't do or stop doing is stop overpowering characters and not doing anything about it, and over nerfing characters and not doing anything about it. Those are the changes that I would want, you know, on my end. I think this game still has plenty of life if they decide to breathe into it. If not, then it's just gonna die out this year. And I'm gonna put as much work as possible. Birthday Bash probably is not the last of me hosting an event for DBFZ, but we will see in due time. Like I said, I'm gonna try my hardest, because the amount that I owe IRS was a lot less, meaning I want to put a lot more into the scene, pretty much. So Nitro, with me, saying everything that I said, what are the changes that you would like as far as DBFZ and things that you would like to see from Bandai, and things that you would like for them to put into the game?
So this has always been my personal gripe with the game. Uh, it's probably not gonna ever change because of the system, right? But I've always wanted the game to have more depth into it, right?
More depth?
Yeah,
Okay. If you want, go into deeper details as far as more depth.
like for example, there are characters in this game like Gogeta Blue. Now he is a very simple character. You learn his two combos, you 2H, call your assist, that is your mix-up. And then with every other character, well, not every other character, every other top-tier character, there is a very homogenized way of doing a mix-up, doing a combo. I think that the game should just stray from that a lot. I want it to be like similar to Blaze Blue, similar to like Marvel in a way, where it's like, damn, you could do like whatever obviously your character is capable of doing, but it's all different. You can look at a player and be like, this is him, this is him. If I looked at Enzem and I looked at, say, Seihan, right? They play if they both played the Gogeta 4 team, I could not tell the difference of who was playing if you took the name tag away. That I don't think that should ever be a thing.
So, you know what? I got one more thing I wanted to say too, and I forgot to say it. Now that you mentioned that, I think the weakest part of this game, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, he's talking about character expression, guys. Absolutely. And I actually agree with him. And I want to include a bit more on that. I think the 1v1 aspect of this game is trash. I keep telling people
Yeah.
this, and I think it's horrible because it leads down to a lot of up backing, and nobody wanted to do anything but throw key blast that does no chip damage, no chip kills. I'm going to say this until the game's done. I think this game needs more mix-ups in a 1v1 situation. Dragon Rush does not allow that. No chip damage, no chip kills allows that as well. And I do think that the 1v1 aspect of the game is the weakest. Even though people be like, yo, but it's fun to watch it, but it takes so long because when you look at top players, what they're doing, a lot of up back, key blast, and nothing else. Nobody wants to take the risk of super dashing. Nobody wants to take the risk of advancing forward. And the problem is, you don't need to advance forward in a game that has no chip damage, no chip kills, and there's no fast throws either. In any other game, Guilty Gear Strive, for example, 2-frame throw. Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3, 1-frame throw. Street Fighter 5, 5-frame throw, right? All of these throws allow you to do damage, and even though you don't get a combo off of these throws, except Marvel, but your damage output is so much less. The thing is that in this game, they want you to do a Dragon Rush, right? They want you to do Dragon Rush. but Dragon Rush is so inconsistent. I don't know if you saw one of my matches. I threw out crouching light punch when he did Dragon Rush, and it literally plowed through my crouch light, right, with Nappa, and he managed to get the Dragon Rush. Now I actually just try to punish it, but there's 2 frames of invulnerability, or I think 3 frames of invulnerability towards the crouch light, which he ate through my crouch light and managed to get the Dragon Rush off. But I think that's just very inconsistent and it sucks. I think just that mechanic alone is terrible.
Yeah,
Me personally, I would love for the game to have more of a strike throw type of thing going on, especially when it's 2v1 or 1v1. That's when the game suffers the most. And it's because you don't have, a lot of characters don't have situations where they're able to open up the opponent. Like Goku Black, for example. He doesn't have no crazy shit. Yes, exactly, Monk. That's another problem, too. There's no air grab. So up back is so strong. That's why up back is extreme. There's no air grab. There's no chip damage. There's no chip throw. I mean, there's no chip kills. So those 3 that is missing allows up back to be so fucking strong. Am I wrong on this, Nitro?
No, you're spitting. Like, I've been begging for like air throw for the longest. Like, when I played Grand Blue, I was like, damn, I can really use air throw people. I played Strive, air throw people. When I played Blaze Blue, air throw. And then this is like literally the only game. Like, oh, you can't air throw anybody. I'm like, really? Like, I'm doing this in Street Fighter 6. Air throwing with Chun-Li and Jury. I can't do that in Dragon Ball or what? All they do is up back. These games don't even have like these super like jump super jumps, float away, stuff like that. Except probably Blaze Blue. But they don't got all that. Only Dragon Ball has that. They still won't like let me have it. I'm just like, bro, please, can I I'm tired of this, alright? All these guys are doing is running away, calling Vegito assists, and I can't punish the assists anyways, so let me punish them.
Let me ask you something. As a really good player that grown into the FGC, I strongly suggest that they add chip damage and chip kills to the game, considering how many defensive mechanics they have. But let me ask you, do you feel like that will be a good thing to have in this game?
So, one thing I'll say is, I don't know what'll happen until it does, right? So, I can't say it'll be good or bad. But the part where you say, so the part where they have so many defensive mechanics, why not, is something that I can agree with 100%.
Yeah.
The fact of the game that people don't realize is your defensive mechanics kick in before you have to block.
Yes.
Reflect being
a
big one. And that is not like any other game. You don't do that. You usually just have to block first, and then your defensive mechanic kicks in. Even push block, alpha counters, all that. You have to block first. Not this game.
No, and that's the crazy part. You know what? I didn't think about that till you said that right now. Like the point that you have access to something without even having to block is actually insane. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. Like you have a reflect that's 1 frame that lasts for like 30 frames or some shit like that. And it's kind of absurd to have something like that exist in the game, and it pushes you pretty far back. Of course, you have anti-reflect strings, but what about when you're in the air? You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that I tell people all the time, it's hard to do chip damage and chip kills in a game where reflect actually exists and it's frame 1. You can wake up, right? You can wake up, and if you're in a block string, you could do the guard cancel, the self guard cancel. So even if you think that they're about to do like a super, that shit is frame 1. That's why I tell people all the time, I think chip damage and chip kills existing in this game will actually be good, because meter management will be even more important in scenarios like that where you need to use that guard cancel. And the thing is that the game, when you have 1 character, you pretty much can't even open anybody up. You're struggling to open somebody up.
Yeah, there's only like rare characters that have like the 17 frame command throws, the 20 frame command throws, the fast overheads, stuff like that. But there's only like, I can count probably a handful of characters with that that's actually even decent.
Yeah, and it just me personally, I want offense to be a lot stronger. I want offense to be a lot stronger. I feel like it's at this point of the game, I feel like it's a little bit on the weak side, and they keep adding so many defensive mechanics and not realizing that you're allowing the person in defense to have many ways to get out of the situation when gaining meter is gained literally just by walking forward, moving forward. And there's no penalty like in Guilty Gear Strive where if I'm moving back, it could be taken away.
Danger.
Yeah, exactly. So I I think offense, if they come out with another patch, needs to be a lot stronger for 1v1s, 2v1s, and just in general. Because the damage output in this game is actually low. It's lower than Guilty Gear Strive. It's lower than Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's lower than Street Fighter 5. It's lower than anything else. But you have 3 characters. And I think it's kind of insane for a game that has a 3v3 mechanic, but the damage output is lower than 1v1s. That's not crazy? And you can actually chime in on this because now you play other games. You have played other 1v1s in tournament at that.
Yeah. Like, to be honest, like, if you're blocking for too long, and it's not to say like, so one thing about Strive, right, which is really cool to me, which is if you're blocking for a long time, that does not mean your defense is good. Your defense is good from what you do in block. So if you're able to IBFD, if you're able to IB, if you're able to like jump the throw, if you're able to tech the throw, stuff like that. But all of these options require like either A, intense focus, or 2, amazing reactions. Which the grabs, okay, they're 2 frames, but they are 2 frames, but you have to get really close to them. That's obvious, right? That's the trade-off. And then if you jump the throw, you get a punish. My throws are 2 frames. They're doing 15%. This game's throws is 21 or whatever it is. It's 22, 24 frames, and then it's doing like what 40 if you don't have meter. It's like the math's not really mathing.
Yeah, yeah. And mind you, when you say that, you have to have multiple characters. You have to have the assist in order to extend, right? In order to extend on that damage. If not, if you don't have the meter to do like a level 3, you might be fucked. You might have to hit them like 2 more times outside of that Dragon Rush that you just hit them with.
Like personally, for this game, I don't mind like the damage being what it is, but that is mostly because like only the top tiers, like top 5, top 7 are doing like actual game damage, which is pretty dumb, but it's because this game doesn't have movement for you to get around, right? The game has super jump. You have 2 jumps and super dash. You have EX moves. That is it. All these placements aren't really like they aren't anime game movement in a sense. If you get what I'm saying, like
No, I
in
understand.
Skullgirls,
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
you're wave dashing, right? Yeah, like in Marvel, you're wave dashing. You're getting from side to side, and you're evading assist. Dragon Ball, 2 jumps, you're getting called by Vegito assist every time, and then you know what are the, you don't have an option really.
And the thing is that now that you playing other games, you see the many flaws of this game, right?
Yeah, and there's like the funny thing is it's like so easy to see, but like you can talk to somebody that like basically that only really plays Dragon Ball and they will not like they won't really understand. They'll just be like, yeah, but this and that. I'm like, okay, but you know,
But but Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing is like a lot of people don't realize like the game the game don't get me wrong. This game has some godlike stuff. It definitely does. 100%. But then there's some things that is like, yo, does this really exist? Why why is it that I can raw tag and be safe? If you
Raw
play
tag.
if you play any other tag based game, whether it's Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 1, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Blaze Blue Tag, all of these games, raw tag is unsafe, right? Even if it's because in Blaze Blue Tag, the raw tag is pretty fast. But in all of these games, nonetheless, you can still fuck them up if they do it and it's not on point, right? Like if they just throw it out there, raw diggity, and you're able to punish that. You're in a standing stance, right? You're able to punish it. But in this game, it's fast as fuck and it's safe as fuck, which is insane. And here's the other thing too. I wanna put out there. The reason why I'm so I'm so dedicated for them to have chip damage and chip kills is because if you actually watch let me ask you something, Nitro. Do you actually watch Dragon Ball?
Like the show?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Sometimes,
you what?
like, I never really watched Dragon Ball Z. I only watched Dragon Ball Super.
Alright. Alright. Even so in Dragon Ball Super, even in even in Dragon Ball Super, there's times where they blocking, right? Like Vegeta against Jiren. And he's like, and he's blocking all these key blasts. He's clearly
Sure.
taking some type of chip damage. This is why I personally want chip damage to exist. But chip kills, because in Dragon Ball Z and even in Dragon Ball, right? When they block, there's people that still fucking die. Even when they block, they have their arms crossed. And be like, oh no! And they be fucking dead.
No, for sure. Like, um, oh, speaking of which, when 17 was fighting Piccolo, right? Piccolo did Hellzone Grenade,
Mm-hmm.
and then bro, 17 was like dying.
Yeah.
He was on his deathbed.
Yup. Which is one of the best fights in Dragon Ball. Period. That
Ah, yeah,
fight
I
was
love that fight.
godlike. That fight was godlike. That's where Demon Elbow exists, among the many other things.
Bro,
They
they were
took.
taking shots.
Yeah. They were going ham. They were going ham. That fight was one of the best fights. I put that in the top 10. Piccolo versus Android 17 was so fucking godlike. It was too good. Yo, Shade, thank you so much. I appreciate you, by the way. So my thing is like, why not have that exist in a game which already has mad defensive mechanics, but then not only that, it exists in the actual Dragon Ball lore. It really does. I think, me personally, I think it should be in the game. Um, how do you feel about this season of Bandai? Um,
Bandai's choices.
yeah, considering last year, how do you feel about this year when it
Well,
comes to that?
I think they're kind of racist. It's gonna start that off right there. I'm not too sure, but sources say that they have it out for the people in America. Just
Do
perhaps.
you agree with that?
I mean, they sent me to Evo with Nerf 21, so I can only assume.
He
um,
said I can only
but
assume.
in all seriousness, like uh, the 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 balance is definitely not favored towards us, and it shows. It's pretty obvious.
Hmm.
They definitely favored the balance towards the French people, and um, the Japanese players saw that instantly and were like, "I'm gonna pick it too. Obviously, that's what the Japanese players do. That's what pretty much all of us do if we have like, if we choose to. Um, yeah, but the choices were interesting.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
say.
Yo, Jake Ryan, what's good, man? What's going on, buddy?
Nerfing offense when they already put this many defense mechanics in the game, and then like everything that was everything that was pretty like, you had to guess here, took that out, and then they traded it for frame data. It was like, wow.
Mm.
They took away 21's level 3 and then made her 5H negative 5. And I was like, oh, this is perfectly equivalent. Nice, I like it. This is exactly what I needed instead of my level 3 Yogi.
Yeah. No, I trust me when I say balance wise, I don't understand the direction. I do hope that we get another patch, and I do hope that it makes a lot more sense. Even more so, the direction of how they handle points, right? I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be very open and very honest. I felt like they had an opportunity to bring offline back, to breathe offline into the many scenes that don't have offline. And I'll be honest, I do feel like Bandai failed. I do feel like Bandai failed. And the reason why I say it is because they catered more so online than offline. When online is still not all that great. We don't have rollback for it. We don't have a consistent, steady online infrastructure for them to want to give online more points than offline. This was the opportunity to help offline scenes that are struggling to put points and make it matter. They didn't do that though. Instead, they wanted to cater to online once again because they combined the offline and the online. And okay, cool, you want to do that. That's completely fine. But offline is way more of a struggle to organize than online. And even if offline is going to bring in less entrants, if you had included more points for the offline scenario, it would have probably had more people come out. Besides my event and maybe one other event that exists in this world, and I do mean in this world, in this planet, they had an opportunity to absolutely bring life to the offline scene for DBFZ. And I feel like they failed. I feel like they failed, and it sucked because, okay, we came out this whole COVID scenario, right? This whole COVID thing that we went through from 2020 to 2022, okay? This was the opportunity to absolutely help us grow the offline scene. And I wanted that. Because online, as of now, is still not strong enough. Even if they add the rollback might not be implemented that good. It can be. And even if it is, the problem is that we're not sure on the crossplay. That's number one. And number two, nothing can hold a candle to offline play. Which is what they base it on with the LCQ and the finals. That shit is not online. This shit is not 2020. This shit is 2022, 2023. We're already in the offline state. Why not just cater to the offline? This was a great opportunity to capitalize off of that. And I feel like they failed. They missed, they failed, and not realizing the situation. We getting close to offline being the standard offlines. No, I refuse to believe that though. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. Frosty Frostings has the biggest numbers they ever reached in their fucking entire career of hosting tournaments. You're wrong. You're wrong. You guys keep saying that, you're wrong. Nah, all of y'all are wrong. Frosty Frostings never had these numbers that they had. Never. Nobody can argue with me on this. Nobody. The results speak for itself. Frosty numbers is fucking godlike. And it's offline. This is the highest numbers they ever had, and is by far. Kudos to them. Shout out to them, by the way. That's amazing. How about when we did Birthday Bash and Heat Wave? Heat Wave, we had 100 for Guilty Gear Strive. I had to close it down. We had 100 for DNF Duel. We had to shut it down. Real talk. No, but Kite, 1,000? 1,000 for Guilty Gear Strive. Come on, man. You got look at KOF. Look at Blaze Blue. Blaze Blue has 224 entrants. Niggas want the offline. I'm not saying that the online shows the Mickey Mouse, because I do believe online is really good for the tournament scene and for people to grow their skills. I do agree with that. I'm not against that at all. I'm one of those people that actually believe that online is really beneficial for us. 100%. But to think that offline is something, that is going to eventually die out is bullshit. Look at Frosty Frostings, man. Look at that shit. That shit never had the numbers ever. It was nowhere near close. These numbers are impressive. Listen, I am a tournament organizer. I pay attention to all of these things when it comes down to tournament itself. The numbers from last year, from the year before that. I pay attention to all of that. And trust me when I tell you, all of this shit is so important. For them to be able to generate this amount of traffic, the revenue, everything is so good. It's so good. And the thing is that, wait, Nitro, are you going to Frosty?
Yeah.
Good. That's the reason. I'm going to be honest with you. That's the reason why I'm hosting this Saturday. So y'all can get practice. Because Posey was like, yo, the fellas really need practice for Frosty. I wasn't going to host this Saturday. I was going to just start next week, by the way. I was going to host next week. But he was like, yo, the fellas need that offline practice for Frosty. So I said, I'm going to do it this Saturday. Fuck it, I'm with it. I wasn't going to do anything, guys.
It's Friday when that happened. It's mad late.
No, I'm going to do Saturday.
I'll be there for sure.
Yeah, I want you guys to get practice. You be on, and Daniel's on Saturday? Yeah, we'll be here Saturday, man. So that's the thing, is like, people keep thinking that offline is done. It's not. Dude, the last tournament that we hosted here had 29 entrants in my apartment for DBFZ. Now, granted, it is New York. We did grow this ourselves. I don't know if I host any other game, would it get those numbers? Most likely not. But it does go to show that offline is still a thing. Nitro did speak about LCQ. Yes, he did. Absolutely did. My thing is, at the end of the day, I wish, like, when I do, let me be so fucking real, man. Let me be so fucking real. When I do these chaos shots, when I play people, all this other shit, it's for me to obviously gain a financial gain. Reason being is so I can put back into the community, right? And you guys know this already. You guys are not oblivious, right? To play Nitro and in the first and 20 in Guilty Gear Strive. I'm gonna get smacked. I got smacked in DBFZ, right? I got smacked, and you guys know I was gonna get smacked. I didn't get smacked as bad as I thought I was. It kind of went 7-5. Let me learn some real combos. I'm gonna fuck him up. But
Let him know.
I just gotta put that shit out there though. But in all honesty, you guys know that the reason why I do shit, stupid ass shit like this, right? Like goals and stuff like that, is to legit just put back into the community. Because I don't know if these companies are gonna continue to support us. I don't know that. But I know if I get the money towards me, I'm gonna do it. Which is why I put that 10,000. I saw that Dragon Ball was in Evo, Japan. I said, oh yeah? Alright. Perfect opportunity.
I'ma handle.
Huh?
I said you said you're gonna handle.
I'ma handle it. 100%.
That being said, about that time, I will catch you.
Yo, we gotta play tomorrow though.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay,
You
so we
get
gotta
up,
do the
shut
first
me
to 20 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Alright,
No. Go get some sleep. We'll talk tomorrow.
Bet.
Tomorrow though, we gotta play. Don't make me look like a liar. And he left. Oh, man. I like. Nah, I'm not gonna. No, actually, funny enough, people are asking me to come out. People were telling me to come out. Oh, man. Listen, man, I wish I was rich. I want to thank everybody that donated tonight, sub tonight. You guys are the reason why I'm able to do these type of tournaments where I'm able to put money back, do some amazing stuff for you guys. Because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be able to do it. No, I wouldn't be able to do it. You know, I don't even know how many people's here now. I don't know. I don't care because I know the ads is running. Before I used to care, but I don't look at it now because the ads are running, and I know it's gonna be less of a viewership. Can we get you to Frosty? No, don't donate towards that. Kill Crazy. If you're gonna donate towards anything, donate just towards me and help me. That's it. That's it. We still gotta play, by the way. And yes, I am gonna be doing a G League offline version of DBFZ. 100%. No, I'm not waiting. I'm gonna tell you what I'm waiting for. Hold on. So you don't think anything. So I'm gonna show you guys this because I'm very upfront and I like to show my people. We are 100%, right? G League for TSL, AOC first. Get the trophy out the way. Remember, we just need a design for each trophy. You know, tell me what trophy you chose. So we working, okay? G League 2023. We working on the trophy and to get everything done. And obviously, this is the end. You see, I can't go down any further. So that's it. But yeah, we working on the trophy for you guys. We working on G League. Listen, I'm dead serious about this shit. Yes. I think I'm playing. So all I can ask is just keep donating, keep supporting. Yeah, I'm being dead serious, man. We're gonna start the G League real soon. I want to have it by next week, at least for offline DBFZ. I want to start running it by next week. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's yeah. Absolutely, which is gonna cost me over $100 for that trophy. I'm not too sure what's the amount at the end, but it's over 100 for sure. Why I feel like you could be bigger than Evo, that's up to you guys to decide that, man. You know, y'all support me, I can get to that level and get into that level. Absolutely. So I'm just here to support as much as possible, do some great things. It's not easy at all. I wanna do some amazing things. Yo, Kakarot 9K, no problem. Thank you so much, man. That's the thing. I do want to do a Givo and a Givo. So you guys are wondering what is a Givo? Me personally, I want to do a Givo where I'm doing like 5 to 10,000 per game, and I'm not taking a loss. Is Street Fighter Six is Street Fighter Six just the next thing after DBFZ? You talking about this? You talking about me putting that 10,000 for Street Fighter Six? Because that's definitely gonna happen late June, early July. $10,000 standalone Street Fighter Six event. Oh, y'all think I'm playing out here. Y'all think I'm playing. So CEO actually announced the event in late June. So I'm most likely doing my event early July. I'm trying to look for Evo to see when Evo's gonna do the event. So I'm waiting. But this is guaranteed. This is guaranteed. No ifs, ands, or buts. It is 10K with the Mancherino. And it's going to be at OS as well. I already spoke to OS. So I'm probably going to be doing this in July. Standalone, Street Fighter 6. Try to get some exhibitions for you guys. And of course, that $10,000 with the Mancherino. And I already looked at the rules and the list and all that other bullshit that they did. So no buzz, but definitely a bum. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Arcana, let me hit up Arcana real quick because I'm a man of my word. I want to talk to Arcana real quick. I don't know what happened to the other people, but at the end of the day, we do have Arcana. Let me talk to Arcana real quick. Probably PS5.
Yo,
Yo, my man Arcana. Oh, what's good?
nothing much, man. I'm just chilling. You know the vibes. We just, you know, I'm glad this game had its fifth anniversary and it's still going strong. But I just, I wish there was so much more that could have been done with this game.
Okay. In regards to that, what you feel could have been done to this game that could make it much better and more appealing to people to stick
Yeah,
with
while
it?
you were talking to Nitro, you basically hit all my points in the head. Basically, what I was
You
saying.
know what? Tell us.
So like, I want chip. I was very vocal a lot of the time about like chip kills and chip damage,
Hmm.
and about offense in general. Like the defensive mechanics are really strong in this game.
Okay.
Cause like me coming from like different like anime games, cause that's basically like my background. Cause Dragon Ball FighterZ was not my first game, but like I played a lot of anime games in the past.
What are the
So
like the anime games that you do play? Talk to us.
I played Blaze Blue. I played Guilty Gear for some time. I played a bit of Marvel. I played a bit of like a bunch of stuff. I played like a lot of stuff. Like
Oh,
it's like a lot of stuff. I
okay.
played Arcana Hearts a little bit too. That game is really sick. Play Arcana Hearts, guys. Game is mad sick. But yeah, I played a lot of games. I played a lot of anime games. It's my favorite genre of fighting games, honestly.
Okay. So, aside from the chip kills, chip damage, what would you like to see outside of what I said?
What would I like to see
Hmm.
per se? Okay. What I would like to see honestly is just Bandai listening. That's basically what I want to see. I want to see Bandai listening to the community, the better the top players and stuff like that. Like this should be like for example, Vegito assist is like really overtuned, and I would like that assist to be like me personally, I would like that assist to be like a little bit like balanced in a way. But that assist is really overtuned. Lab code was really overtuned. Still is overtuned, but I would like I would like for her to be like a little bit like natural, because like a lot of these games nowadays they cater to the newer players.
Yeah.
So like the newer players will get easily discouraged if like they go up against like a lab coat or go up against like a Vegito assist and you can't really punish it per se. So it's just like I think that when these games cater to the newer players, I feel like there should be like some form of like ground that they can use to be like to gauge what skill there are. I feel like the skill system is really flawed too in fighting games as well, especially in this game. Like the rank system and like the system in general is really
Mm.
flawed. Like the score system has always been flawed.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
since like Blaze Blue, because Blaze Blue has a score system too. So I really think that system has always been really really flawed because of the fact of like squares and rank are not indicative of skill.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And the thing is, to chime in on that, I think the rank system needs a overhaul, right? Like it needs a super change on how they, how they operate rank mode, because I feel like rank mode in this game sucks. It's terrible. And they need to
Hmm.
change how it works. And I do feel they need to reset it as well. Are they gonna do it? Most likely not.
No, hell no. I feel like the only time the rank has been reset though in this game's 5 year history was when they had that server glitch that wiped everybody's data when you tried to log in.
Hmm. Yeah. So, what are the things that you're grateful for when it comes to DBFZ?
Things that I'm grateful for goes without saying. Honestly, it goes with, like basically I'm grateful for all the people I've met. I'm thankful for all the opportunities I've been given, like from you being able to like do your tournaments and stuff like that, like to like till your tournaments. Shout out to Nokami, wherever you are. I hope he's well, for being able to moderate
I
his
hope so too.
Discord and do his Discord and stuff like that, and help him out with his community, whatever he may be. Hope all is well with him. Steve being able to do his tournaments, till his tournaments, Tyrant being able to do his tournaments as well. So much people I've been able to help, and so much people I've been able to meet, like Callie, Kite, my like those guys. I haven't met them yet, like in person, but like I want to go to BBB to the point that I can meet them and be like, yo, those are my boys, Callie, Kite, Daniel, like Steve, everybody, everybody I interact with. I want to like meet everybody and just be like, yeah, these my guys. These my guys,
I want to say this to you because I do feel like this is very important. You have been such an important factor of HOC, of what I do, and I just wanted to thank you on stream because you sat down with me when I didn't comprehend tech. And I do mean this, stream. Y'all don't understand. I am not tech savvy at all. But Arcana has helped me out numerous amount of times, um, to understand how XSplit works, how OBS works. Behind the scenes, he's been more than helpful. He's a big reason of why I'm able to understand, all of these different programs that I use. And I can't thank you enough for your help. And I'm just happy that other people have acknowledged it and have hired you for these events as well, because you people don't know that you're really really out here for the scene. You have done a lot, and I hope that can transition into offline as well, where people hire you, because your intelligence when it comes to technology is really vast, a lot more than people may know. And Arcana is definitely godlike. Yes, he is, Muffin, for sure. This man has helped me through some tough times. Um, so I'm very grateful for him, and I'm very thankful as well. So Arcana, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your contribution towards the HOC and the FGC as well. Real shit, man.
No problem, man. Because like when I like a little tragedy, a little story time.
Talk to
Um,
us. Go ahead.
like when I was younger, like me, I'm autistic, so it's just like me being younger, being autistic, being definitely different from like your average person. It's definitely kind of like like it's a lot of times where I feel out of place. I feel different. I feel a lot of this other stuff. Like it's really like rough. It was really rough growing up. Cause I used to grow up like without like friends. I grew up like my first like around 8 9 years. I grew up without like actual like friends. I had
Hmm.
like friends at school and stuff, but like I never really like took them outside and like played and stuff like that. It wasn't really that much. I mostly like stayed in my room. I was like really isolated. So like because of the fact of me being relatively different from other people. So like yeah, and like that's when I started to get into streaming when I was like I would say 13. Cause that's when I started getting into content creation and streaming and stuff like that. That's how I know a lot of these programs. I was actually using XSplit for a long time when I was like 14 or 15.
Okay.
That I was just like yeah, I was actually using XSplit back then. It was really sick. I was using XSplit, I was using OBS, I was using a lot of these different like software and stuff. But everybody always says like, oh yeah, you have a talent, yeah, you're tech savvy, So I'm just like, yeah, I am. I really like to be, but like, I just there's like other times where I just like, yeah, I'm like, maybe I can do something and be helpful. And then now that you thank me and stuff like that, I really think that's like so much. I thank you for that like so much because I think everybody, thank you all in chat for like supporting me and stuff like that. Like, it's like cause like autism speaks and it speaks really loud, and that's what a lot of people don't really feel. That's what a lot of people fail to understand. Like as much as times I see it being used as a like a way of saying that like, oh yeah, this guy is not smart, or this guy is blah blah blah. I see a lot of people use autism in a
You
really
know, you know,
negative
you know
connotation.
not to cut you off. I think when people have the autism, I think they're some of the smartest people. Funny enough,
Yeah, I
I
agree. I agree,
is
100%.
the thing is it's hard to express, right? It's hard to express yourself, but I feel like when it comes to comprehending things, um, I feel like you guys understand so much, right? Like my niece has the same, same thing, and I realized like, having that, it comes with its cons, but it definitely comes with its pros for sure, for sure.
Yes.
And people just tend to think that like it comes with all cons, and it doesn't at all. And I think people don't understand that it comes with so many pros to it. And the thing is, y'all usually are very extremely smart. It's just more so when it comes to expression is the difficult part. Am I wrong on this?
You're definitely correct because like there's plenty of times where I used to sit down and cry a lot because I used to think that like, man, I'm different. I can't be this. I can't be that. I was like, man, I can't like. I used to think because like, I'm so different from
Hmm.
like everybody else. I used to like sit down and cry a lot because of the fact of like I couldn't take it. I couldn't take being different. I wanted to be like sort of like everybody else, like be my own person, but sort of like everybody else. Like but like yeah, like I used to break down a lot. It was really bad. I used to think everything was just bad because of the fact that I was like diagnosed with autism and stuff like that. I used to think everything was like really
Let me
terrible.
let me tell you something, and don't take this as the wrong thing, right?
Yep,
You're not normal, but I think that's the godlike thing about it, though. Not
I
being no,
agree.
not being normal is what makes us as humans all unique. And let me tell you something. Take that as a fucking gift, dude. Take that as a
Hmm.
fucking gift. Like I'm being dead serious about this. I think that's a gift, dude. I don't think that's a curse at all. I think it's a beautiful thing. To even though it is hard to express, the fact that you can comprehend things, at a lot faster rate than other people. And the thing is, funny enough, you still was able to teach me with barely any issues. I was streamed. I was able to learn OBS with almost no problems from Arcana. I just want to let you guys know this, and I think it's a blessing to be able to comprehend, because let me tell you something, it takes me a minute to learn some shit sometimes, especially when it comes to the technology. And um I tell people this all the time, man. Being plain Jane is boring as fuck. It's boring. If you just a regular human with similar traits to the next human, to the next human, to the next human, that shit is boring. That's why we have different personas and different personalities. That's what makes us stand out, because we all bleed red. We all have a brain. We all have a heart. But what really makes us different is our personas. And let me tell you, Arcana, it's a beautiful thing to be able to stand out of the crowd, man. Real talk. So
Yeah,
don't ever think what you have is negative. It's a beautiful thing, and always cherish that shit. Real talk, man.
yeah,
Real
man.
talk.
Thank you, like for real, cause like cause like I nowadays I'm sort of glad that I have it because of the fact of like, yes, I can accelerate my innate learning ability, and just be like, I can learn things really quickly. That's just the thing. I can just pick up on things really fast.
Yeah.
And the fact that I am getting picked up by, like, people like Steve and Tyron and everybody else for running their tournaments, it's just my innate ability to pick up on things really fast and learn things and just like, handle things in a proper manner.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
like, and it's really good. I've been really positive about this stuff like really lately because like I was just in VC with Steve the other, like, yesterday. I think it was last night. We all was in VC. He just expressed like, thank you, man. Thank you for TOing for me. Like, it's like, it's been really helpful because, like, a lot of other stuff just happened. So I'd say, like, I was like, he was expressing so many things, so much thanks. And I was like, it's like, I appreciate being able to work under Steve because I've been watching Steve for so long. Like, I've been watching Steve for so long, and then
And
like
being able to
like you
work for
probably
him,
don't even
right?
know it yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've been watching Steve for so long. I've been watching you for so long. I've been watching everybody I've been working with for like so long. I remember I did, like, when DNF came out. Recipes DNF. But I remember when DNF came out. Like, I had to work with Diaphone. Diaphone did a huge DNF tournament, and I was just like, he hit me up. He was like, "Yo," I hit him up. I was like, "Yo, if you need a TO or something like that, I work for Bum. I work for Steve. Like, let me know." And he hit me back. He was like, "Yo, I need the TO. Thank you so much for reaching out." And I was just like, "Yo," it had a ton of people. It had
Hmm.
a
He had like
ton of
500 or some
people.
shit, right?
Yeah, he had like 500 plus people in that tournament. And I was just like, yo, it was really sick. It was really sick to work on the Dive. I used to watch Dive a lot too when I was when I used to play
He's an
Dive
anime
a
head.
lot.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And like it was so much stuff that just happened. It the FGC has definitely changed my life for the better. Because before I started like seriously going into fighting games, it was just like it was like I used to play a lot of Smash. I used to compete a lot of Smash. I used to actually compete in Smash and FGC together a lot of the time
Yeah.
because like it was so much like my scene is really big on Smash, but at the same time I made my own local in my college cafe, my college lunchroom. I made my own local. I was I was bringing my setup. Like, people thought I was going to do some unspeakable things, but I used to bring my setup in a duffel bag, my monitor, my
Hmm.
PlayStation, all that stuff. I used to bring that stuff. I made my own local. I used to be playing with my friends a lot. I used to play a lot of Dragon Ball. I used to play a lot of Blaze Blue. I used to play a lot of Guilty Gear. I used to play a lot of everything. Like, I made my own local because it was just it was really good. Like, I wanted to express like my love for fighting games and like, my love for games in general to like everybody. And then I made a lot of more friends because people were just coming over like, oh yeah, you got your game here. I was like, yeah, I haven't seen play. Like, like it was really good. I love my college friends. I love all my friends in general because like everybody just was so welcoming and stuff like that. Like it's just
What college did you
it's a
go to?
blessing. Um, I went to a little small little community college. It
Okay.
wasn't nothing really special. Like I didn't go to any big university or anything. I was
Gotcha.
actually supposed to be in an Ivy League school actually, but like I didn't want to go because I didn't want to be too far from home because I'm not me and me and being too far from home is not really a big thing for me. But
You want to be close. You want to be close to your comfort.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I was supposed to be like up there, like Yale and like Harvard and stuff like that. Like I had a lot of prestige, but like, I didn't want to do that. That wasn't my type of thing. I don't like. I'm not a spotlight kind of guy. That's not my thing.
You
Like
want to be in the shadows working and
yeah, I'm not a limelight spotlight kind of guy at
No, I
all.
hear
I
you.
love my shadows. That's where I live at.
I hear you. So any as far as that, any last words that you want to say? Um, there's maybe like one or two more people I got to interview real quick.
Gotcha. I just want to say thank you, Bum, for like allowing me to TO and stuff like that for you, man. Like because like if it
Absolutely.
wasn't for you, if it wasn't for Kami, if it wasn't for Steve, I probably wouldn't even be here right now. No cap. Like honestly, I'd probably just be like doing something else with my life or something like that. But
No,
like
I hear you.
I
I hear you.
appreciate that. Like
We
for
appreciate,
real.
and
Like
let me tell you, we appreciate you being here because you help out tremendously with what we do. I can say that much right now.
yeah, and one more thing,
Go ahead.
I want to do a if you don't mind, if you don't mind me sharing, I want to do a donation drive to get to BBB. I found like really cheap flights and stuff like that, which I can like put money towards, but like being on fixed income is really hard for me, so I can't really. I gotta manage all of my money and make sure I pay like the bills I live, pay the bills I need to pay,
Put it in the chat.
stuff like that.
Put it in the
So
chat.
like yeah, I want to do a donation drive for BBB. So like it's I'm about to put it in the chat right now.
Okay.
My cash app,
Put
my
everything that people could donate towards Sue, which obviously um helps the chances of you coming to BBB. It would be great to meet you.
yeah, it sure will. Like I would really want to go. It's so much stuff I really want to do this year, and I just want to thank everybody and thank everybody for supporting Bum and supporting me and supporting the HOC in general because because like it's so much stuff that I wish I can do and there's so much stuff I wish I can do that I can't do, but I can't do right now. I gotta put the right now at the end because like I can do it, just like not right now. It's always been a not right now afterwards. Like I wanna just live, man. So much stuff, but like thank you for having me on
No problem.
and
I told you I was gonna put you on. I listen. I was soaking in the salt. I fucking lost. I got my shit body arcada. This shit was hurting
you
me.
know
So
I
I
understand.
just need a little. I needed 5 minutes, just to just listen. I know I was gone for 6 months, but my competitive ass. I don't like losing to anybody. I lost to him again.
I'm the
I just
same
need to
way,
really play the
man.
game and stop fucking around and get my shit together.
Man,
I
I'm
wanna.
the same way, bro. I hate losing, bro. Losing sucks, man. It's a
Yeah,
terrible feeling.
it does. But it also, the thing about losing is, for me, it also creates a hunger that didn't exist and now exists. So I'm like, all right, I need to learn these combos. I need to learn these setups. I need to fortify my defense. I need to approach better. So there's a lot of things in my head that are playing right now, And I'm like, once I get there, then I can start going after the people I need to go after to fuck them up. But we'll get that in due time. You know what I'm saying? Arcana, I appreciate you
Sir,
in this interview that we had, man. Thank you so much for the interview. Like you didn't
no
have to,
problem.
you didn't have to do it, but you did it, and
Man, I love the community, bro.
it was a
It's
very
really solid.
informative interview as well, which I think is great.
Hey man, I do what I can. The Dark Knight serves all. But I'll be catching. We back to work next week, bum. So I'll be catching you next week.
Next week. So
All right, peace,
we
man.
will start, and yeah, we'll start calm again, and I will be hollering at you very soon, man. You already know. Take it easy and have a good night.
All right, you too, bro. Take it easy.
Take it easy. Man, I got people hitting me up. This shit is crazy. Oh, and it is late. I might have to change your exhibitions tomorrow. In all honesty, two things. One, I kind of have like an emergency call. Two, I'm fucking hungry. I am actually starving. We've been here 5 hours, and even before that, I didn't really get to eat food. Yeah, I'm really hungry. I am really hungry. No, that was that was me. That was my phone call. Um, because as you guys can see, I was on my phone, taking care of some stuff. Yeah, no, but it was definitely informative from Arcana, and I think interviews like that is very important. I've been ready to play for Honor anyway. Toxic game. Yeah, we could do y'all matches tomorrow if y'all down. I'm gonna be playing this game tomorrow again as well. I'm gonna be doing it a lot earlier. Probably like we could start around like 4 or 5 o'clock. We could start off with Cool Kid and Stylist Execution. Well, Cool Kid, what time you get off of work? I'm not even too sure. Yeah, we could do we could do more exhibitions tomorrow for sure. More exhibitions tomorrow for sure. I just don't know. Um, I don't know what time everybody's available. So that's the thing. Oh, you off tomorrow? Oh, you off tomorrow? Oh, say less. We could. Oh, King KC. Yo, King KC. We're doing Savage Land. We're doing Savage Land this Saturday. So you need to pull up, man. You guys can sign up. Remember, it's gonna be $15. It's gonna be $15 on Saturday. So if y'all want to save some money, I fucking hate this witches shit. Yo, Muffin, we could do more interviews tomorrow. We could do more interviews tomorrow. I really need to get some food, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And then I might head out to Manhattan. It's all depending. So, but I need to get some food. I'm fucking hungry. Especially drinking that chaos shot. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry. Oh, no, no, no. What I'm going to do, Starman, I'm going to advertise your event on Saturday. Forget tomorrow. I'm going to advertise it on Saturday. I'm doing a tournament Saturday. That's going to be probably like the most viewership. So, yeah, we're just going to save it for Saturday because, my man, you blessed me OD. You blessed me OD. So, remember, guys, we're doing TSL this Saturday. Please sign up if you haven't signed up already. You can click on that link right there and sign up. I will appreciate it very much. So that way you guys can save on money. Last week I went from part to full at my job, so I should be able to enter tournaments more frequent than before. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Adrian, it's all good. We're gonna be at OS mid-February. So mid-February. But Stylish and Cool Kid, you guys can absolutely play tomorrow. For sure. This has been an amazing stream, man. We had exhibitions. We had me get bodied. Other people get bodied. Um, it was really fun. It was really fun. Next AOC, you might pull up. Wait, Starman, where the fuck you live at? Hold up. How you even say something like that, and you're probably close by? Where the fuck you live at? How do y'all live in New York and y'all not coming out to the locals? Y'all should be coming out to these locals and supporting, man. What are y'all doing? Come out to the locals, the offline locals. Next AOC is going to be, I think, February 18th. I'll tell you right now. I think it's the second week of February or the third week. So the third week of February, I'm going to see if I can get another date, another Saturday. So please come out and support. Yeah, I have February 18th. I'm pretty sure. And that's the only date in February. I'm going to see if there's any other Saturdays available for February. But I only want to do 2, because then I want to do 2 TSLs, 2 AOCs. So please, come the fuck out, stop with your bullshit, and support what we do, man. Seriously. It would mean a hell of a lot if you guys came out. Nonetheless, I really appreciate everybody tuning in, everybody supporting the HOC. It means a hell of a lot. I'm going to get out of here, and I will see you guys tomorrow with more DBFZ. Have a good night, and peace out.